Hi, my name is Grace and welcome to my channel. Today I thought I'd do a beginner inspo video. So I found a couple of beginner friendly patterns, and I know it can be so overwhelming when you first start crocheting. There's just so many great ideas out there, so many things that you want to make. So I thought I'd kind of narrow down to 12 beginner friendly crochet patterns, and I have 4 different categories. I'm going to do accessories, wearables, plushies, and home decor. Some of these patterns I've made myself, some of these I've not, but they look super cute and I'd love to try them in the future. None of these patterns are my own. This is just a great inspo video if you don't know what to do for your first project. So let's go ahead and get started. The first category that we're gonna do is accessories. And again, I only found like 3 patterns for each category because I think some of those videos where it's like 50 plus patterns or 100 plus free patterns can be a little overwhelming. So I just wanted to start with 12 beginner friendly patterns. And the first one that I have is this crochet drawstring bag by VivCrochets. I have not made this one, but I have made a couple of different pouches. And I mean, I use like this bright pink and a bright blue, like this is giving cotton candy vibes. And I added some little beads on there. I feel like crochet pouches are like a really great beginner friendly project. I mean, you can store some of your crochet notions in there, other little things that you'd want, and they're really customizable. I mean, you could do whatever colors you want. You can do like a stripe pattern. It's pretty straightforward, and this is just single crochet stitch. So, I mean, I've done enough crochet before so that I kind of can freehand what I'd want. And then I added a little bit of like ruffle frill at the top, and then I added the lace through. But I think VivCrochets pattern is really cute and beginner friendly. The next one on the list is, oh, I've made this one too. It's so cute. Is this little crochet like sprout. I'll insert her picture over here, but this is the one that I did. And they are so adorable. Like, I need to make more of these and in different colors. And I mean, you can add a flower on there if you wanted to. You can do the leaves in different colors. This is really fun, but something that I noticed when I made the pattern, I didn't use a hook size, I think, that was small enough. So when I put my little sprout on, it was a little floppy. So I guess that's just something to note, that you would usually probably want to use like a smaller hook so that your stitches are a little bit tighter, a little bit stiffer, so that it'll stay standing up a little bit better, but it's absolutely adorable. And then the last one that I have in the accessories is this crochet mesh bag pattern by Alice's Crochet Corner. I think it's absolutely cute. I think it'd be a really good like market bag or like going to the beach bag. It's open, airy, and usually with the mesh stitches, you really all you need to know is like a chain and a double crochet, and it usually works up pretty quickly. So I think this is a really cute one, and I'm gonna add this to my list to definitely crochet too. All right, moving on to the next category, we have wearables, and this first pattern, I absolutely love it. I've made 2 so far and have another one already in the works. It's the Granny Hexagon Cardi by Passionate Kelsie. She has such great videos over on her channel, and I'm gonna insert a picture. I've done 2, like I said, so far. They're different. It's really fun because one, I have like an open sleeve, and the other one, I have a couple rows of ribbing to kind of cinch it in at the wrist. And I mean, you can do different sizes. One is cropped for mine, one is a little bit longer, and you can make it in so many different colors. You can even, I've seen people like seam up the front and turn it into kind of like an open like sweater that has like the little, it's kind of like a collar, and I think it's absolutely cute. I love this pattern. I really love anything that looks like granny stitch or uses the granny stitch pattern. So this is right up my alley. I love it. It's really comfortable, really open, and I think it looks so cute. I love the colors that I used on both of them, but I really like the colors that I used on the first cardigan. It's just so just gorgeous. It's rainbow. It just kind of pop of color. Whenever I wear it, I usually get so many compliments on it. All right, the next pattern that we have is another one that I've made before. It's the Briar Pocket Cardigan by For the Frills. I also like For the Frills patterns. She has a lot of free patterns on her website. She also does some YouTube videos for her patterns. And I love this one. It's so comfy, so cozy during the winter time. It's just kind of like you're getting a hug. Like, it's amazing. I used Lion brand, I think it's Pound of Love, to make my cardigan. And again, it's just so cute. It's really comfy. I like how long it is. I usually have like a little bit of a longer torso, so some things in the patterns when it's like, oh, it's gonna be long, it's not very long on me, but this, it goes down to like about mid-thigh, and I absolutely love the pockets on it. I love them so much. There is still one end that I haven't woven in yet on this sweater, and I just kind of stuff it in the pocket, but it's super beginner friendly. I mean, you really just work up like the back rectangle, and then you do the front 2 panels, and then you do the sleeves, and then you add this nice little edging or ribbing that kind of gives it a nice like texture look. So it's definitely, I think it's beginner friendly. I mean, I loved making sweaters when I first started crocheting. I don't know what it is, like sweaters, cardigans, that was like my go-to. So this was one that I made pretty early on. And the last one here that I have on the list is a crochet mesh sweater by Kenikse Crochet. I think it's absolutely cute. It's very open, and I think kind of like that mesh stitch right now is very trendy, and I think this would be a great project as like a stash busting project. Like if you just have some extra yarn laying around that you want to mix and match, I think this would be a really cute project to do to kind of use up some of those extra yarn scraps. All right, and then the next category here is plushies. I actually didn't start out making plushies. I started with making like wearables and blankets, and then I think it was maybe like a year of crocheting that I saw this really cute plushie and just kind of went for it. And the first plushie on the list is this really cute baby jellyfish by All From Jade. When I first got into plushies, this was like the pattern that I used all the time. I probably made like 5 of these things. They're super cute. She uses acrylic yarn for her plushie, but I mean, if you want to make it a little bit bigger, you could definitely use blanket yarn, but they're so cute. They're so adorable. I used Red Heart Super Saver yarn. They have a lot of like variegated ones. That means they have a lot of the ones where the colors kind of change every so often. And I used this for the jellyfish, and it turned out really cute because it started changing colors and the tentacles were different colors. And it was just adorable. And you can easily make this into like a little keychain. So we love the baby jellyfish. That's always a good go-to beginner pattern. And the next one, I haven't made this one, but it's so cute, is the No Sew Mini Frog plushie pattern by littlespot. I've made a couple other frog plushies, but I haven't done this one yet, but it's really cute. I love no sew. I am not very good at sewing my pieces together very well, so any no sew pattern, I'm all about it. And I thought this would be really cute if you could almost make like a jumbo one or make like a little no sew frog pillow. That would be really cute to maybe add to my crafting chair. And then the last plushie is a crochet bee. When I started doing plushies, the crochet bee was everywhere. It was like the plushie to crochet. And the pattern that I have here in the video is by 1 Cent Crochet. And I've also made this one too. I've made it in lots of different colors. I have done like a sparkly bee where I have like a sparkly white, a sparkly pink, and just kind of alternate the colors. And it's just so customizable. I mean, you could do like an all solid one if you want. You could do like a rainbow bee if you want. I've seen some people get really creative with the crochet bees that they make. So I really like this. It's definitely, I think, beginner friendly. It's definitely a good intro into like working in the round and kind of building up like the plushie body. Same with that frog one, I think would be also good beginner friendly plushies. All right, and then the last category that we have here is home decor. So I have quite a few pieces of home decor in my own place, and the first one that I have is a crochet granny square blanket by Meema Makes. That was one of my first projects. Was I learned how to do a granny square and you just kept going with it. And it's just a great beginner project because you can honestly do it whatever size you want. You can do whatever color you want. Also, that is another great stash busting pattern. And I mean, I just love granny squares, you know, and this blanket right here, if you learn how to do the granny squares, you can really make whatever. I've done a granny square blanket here where I just did different squares, probably about this big, and then you just kind of seam them up, and I did a border. You could do like just a regular big granny square. I'm also working on, I'll include a picture here. I haven't finished it yet. Right now it's kind of like a baby blanket size, but I just love granny squares, and I think this would be a really great beginner project, and especially if you want a blanket. Again, it's customizable. If you want to throw, you can make a throw. If you want to make it bigger, you can just keep on working those rounds in the granny square. All right, and then the next pattern we have, I have made this one. I'll insert a picture. It's actually right above here. You can't see it, but it's Crochet Wisteria Garland, and it's by Bellskeins. I love her pattern. It's so cute, pretty easy to make. You just start with doing a chain, and then you add little leaves along the chain as you go. And then same with making the flowers. I mean, you can customize it. You can make them shorter, longer. I use different colors than what she did. I use like a pink, a white, and a purple. She used mostly purples, I think, but you can really change whatever colors you want for it. And then the last one that I have here is a crochet pumpkin pillow by Auna. And I think it's so cute. I know it's only July, but you know, fall is almost upon us. It's coming, okay? So I think this crochet pumpkin pillow would be super cute, and would be a nice staple for fall decor in your home. I haven't made one yet, but this is definitely gonna be one that I think I start working on. You can customize it in different sizes. You can make a small one if you wanted to put it on your desk or a table, and you can make a bigger one for a pillow if you'd want. So I think this is a really cute pattern. All right, so that's all the patterns that I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments if you've made any of these patterns before, and if you have any other great beginner patterns for anyone. Just go ahead, let me know down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.